Hey guys, welcome back. Marish here, and today we have State of Decay 2, of course. And as you already read the title, let's find out which is the real best base in the new map we have on Homeland. The answer, yeah, this is how it's called, Farmland Compound. It is located absolutely in the middle of the map. It costs 3,500, and of course this is the best base. You're welcome. That's it. We could stop it right here, but no. Today I have something even better, special prepared, because I could not just let it pass. Okay, let's skip this whatever this is, the map, the base, everything that is set up and perfectly balanced, where all the resources are coming and everything. No. Let's skip that to the best one. So, what we have here is let me show you something right here. So, there's a video, okay, in a YouTube. This is the YouTube. I'm in the YouTube. I'm showing you YouTube. Video is 90,000 views, well received. Basically, the video says, "Let's find out which is the best base," and I was like, "Seems something the video I would probably make." But what happens next is. You find some sentence that says something like this. I will disable the sound. We will just clip few parts of it. So higher specification does not mean better. Okay, let's fast forward. What else do we have? So what is the true best base? And where was there was. Give it a moment. The guy explains how. Oh yeah, I think it's written in the. No. This is the best part. Watchtowers, lower threat levels, fortified structures. Yeah, defendable base. It doesn't mean nothing. So basically, what he refers to and he tries to good base support teamwork is, if you can defend it, it's a good base. Doesn't matter facilities, doesn't matter building, doesn't matter the size, doesn't matter the support, no. The cost, the location, nothing. If you can defend it, it is a good base. So that's basically the claim. And I was like, okay, let's roll with this. And then in the future, there is a set of rules the guy applies. I will link down in the description. Please do go check out the video. If you like that video even more, be my guest, but I will explain why you should not be listening there. For example, set of rules is, as you see in the background, there's a Clio drop. Basically, that's how 3-minute zombies are coming on the base for 3 full minutes. And he's checking how the members basically defend against such a horde of zombies with 9mm SMGs. Why would you do that in the first place? Like, this is the first rule. Second rule, one big siege is not enough. He tries it 3 times and takes that's good approach, because there might be differences, but seems for him it's always the same. And he counts only the sieges where 2 juggernauts are appearing. So specific set of rules, specific built bases, specific. And why I mean that? Because you can check minimum a lot of siege. There are 5 bases, so for 3 minutes, that's a lot. So in his findings, this is the worst base ever, Fort Marshall. And I was like, I like his kind of method because he tries to, check and provide useful information, here, the problem he encountered was these guys, as you can see, they're just standing and does not participate in the fight. So honestly, I count that as a bug. And there's another guy, they are split up, and basically when the base is swarmed, they are not fighting. And yes, of course, he's not fighting himself specifically. He just observes how your community fights back. That's another setting. I was like, and I was like, okay, that's easy enough to replicate. Let's check it out if that holds true. Oh boy, it does not. So I will skip forward to the best part. The pterodactyl, that's the second worst base, right? Also can find then tranquility in his findings, then daybreak, fourth forward operation base, he claims as one of the best. Okay-ish, because no. and of course the best is farm compound. And yes, now you're wondering, like, but you said the farm compound is the best, so he's saying the same that you are saying, so what's the problem? I will explain quickly. I hope I will not push too much into math, but the idea is simple. Like, someone asks you how much it is 2 plus 2, okay? 2 plus 2. And then you receive answer like, so today is Monday, and my favorite number is 5. 5 plus 1, it's 6, but I have 2 neighbors with a cat, so 6 minus 2, answer is 4. So at the end, you'll find the answer, but everything in between the question and the answer is absolutely wrong. And okay, let me be clear here. Guy does absolutely great job in setting up and testing and patience and all that. I give credit to that, but I cannot let past what I see here. Let me show you this particular moment. He explains how farmland is really clearly visible, and entry points to gates are one next to each other. One is behind us, one is in front of us, so clearly visible battlefield. Everything seems fine, but it's not, because the farm is not there in the first place. It is specifically chosen facility there that allows it to be kind of best field. So it's rigged. It's absolutely rigged. All what he does is, I'd say, pointless. But then, he counts. He actually managed to someone get killed. This is the end result of his. As you can see in Fort Marshall, he tries 5 times and he has 5, well, at least 5 deaths. Many deaths, that means 10 deaths? Anyways, then in Pterodactyl Park, he manages to also get someone killed, and then Tranquility Factory a little bit better, and then you get the point. You get the idea. So, okay, I'll stop bashing the guy because he provides this awesome screen that actually gives you the information about manpower, how big community you need, the influence, small, large, really beautiful. For this one screen itself, it's useful also for me. All good. Remember, down in the description is absolutely the link. You can see the guy, the channel. I don't know. Let's give him at least a little bit credit. But let me also showcase the issues I'm having here. Let me find some neutral screen like this. Too much boards. overlapping. Okay, I'll find. I'll get back to my base myself. So I can open up. Yeah, this will be fine. So what the problem is with his approach? Just my observation and my testing and everything that I tried and experimented myself. Nothing was like that. First of all, first problem is he claims that defending the base is more important than actually what the base supports. Hell to the no. Hell to the absolute no. For example, this Tranquility Factory, those built-in meditation gardens and factory incinerator, I can't pronounce the name, absolute garbage, just taking up the space. So total worst base ever. Then if we are looking for the same Red Talon Daybreak, there is one large slot and then you can clear one extra. Basically, there's a lot of useful facilities, but no, it's yeah. Sorry, my text is covering, but the idea that I have 8 people community, I need support for 8 people. If you don't know, 8 people eat a freaking lot of food. In my case, minus 15. So I can't afford a base that does not allow me to support my community. I will not throw out half of my community just because, someone said the base is good. It's good, you can defend it. Remember, this is the main point I'm trying to make here. Defense is never higher than support. First, you look what the base can support, what the base provides. And then the defense, it's something, okay. That's point number 2. Home defense. Whenever there's this threat level, that when you do a lot of things, I'll try to do a lot of things and annoy a lot of, I don't know, can do. Oh, I can. Then there's a possible threat that there will be siege risk assessment, right? And what I'm getting at, when it happens, there's a warning, and you have basically 2 choices. One, go back to home, to your base, then it triggers an event, you participate in it, that's the important part. You fight them back, if you win, that's good, your base is defended. There's another option. You do not participate. You are somewhere in the city, in a map far away. What happens in that scenario, you will lose some of your ammo, rucksacks, the how it's called, resources, and your community will kind of fight it themselves and fight back. So what I'm getting at, the whole idea of him coming back to the base, which is meant to be, well, participating and fighting back, he does not do that at all. Just, I actually, in my testing, I did similar, but whenever a zombie absolutely annoyed me and hit me a few times, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna kill you. It's already like the idea that you measure by base defense and then you come back to base and don't defend. Okay, fine, I'll let it pass because there are 8 points I am not happy about this testing method. Third point, I don't know actually if he plays lethal difficulty, because this absolutely is lethal what I'm playing and testing so that might worry the points, but you're giving 9mm weapons to your community to defend against lethal enemies. It's like going in a war with spoon. I don't know. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't mean that he probably don't have weapons, but let me just remind you why you're watching this video at all. One of my first tips and tricks video where I explain how whatever weapon you give to your community members that defend the base, they do not use any ammo, which means if you scroll down, sorted by ammo, and find absolutely the most badass weapon, or actually, yeah, AK or whatever, you can absolutely give the most powerful weapons to all of your community. Just everyone gets a weapon, and they will not use any ammo, nothing. It is the first step basically of the game I provided 3 years back when the game came out. And then there's this dude that gives one of the cheapest, the absolute ridiculous, but not even that, 9mm rounds with absolutely no range whatsoever. Why? It's already like false in three points. Next, just quickly, let me quickly show you one more thing. In the same video I provided 3 years back, you know what I said? And any other YouTuber that did the same thing is, you find the weak spot of the base, right? And you can block few of them with the cars. Simple as freaking that. I actually blocked just one. I don't like this one entrance. So his point about the base accessibility and how they, from what side they come, none of that matters, because he does not apply simple basic things. Not giving weapons to your community, not blocking at least one entrance. That absolutely is game changer if your guys can fight in. It's like, come on. Then, point number 5, base layout. Remember, he had at this particular point a garden, which also is pretty small in area and in coverage and everything. And you know what? You know what I did? Let me bring up one thing. I have every single one of the bases tested out and all, but that doesn't matter. Let me bring up one base, this particular base, where I specifically did something differently. You know what I did? Let me bring up on the screen video player. Let me remove the text for the time being. This is pre-recorded. Same base, it just takes time to rebuild. Look what I built there. Look what I did. Yes, I built a huge barracks. And guess what? It's not visible, it's not clear, it's not open field. It depends on what you have built there. But he does not mention a single word about it. For example, here my guys have quite a bit problems here, because there are 3 entrances, none of that is blocked, and I'm shooting around so attract more guys, and as you can see, it's pretty much clogging and having exactly the same problems his Fort Marshall base claims to be. So you specifically chosen a large slot facility for your purpose, so your best base comes out this. Yeah, don't do that, okay? If you want a clear approach, then approach each and every one of base either with default facilities or either with the same layout or something, or don't make such a point at all, okay? Let me just switch this off. It's just ridiculous, okay? Now, this is the real game, yeah, ongoing. So what we had also, that's the point about the base layout. Yeah, point number 6. Did you manage to check the point at the corners? Yeah, that's beta. That's beta version. It's not even released fully. I don't know what the hell the guy is doing. I think, just my observation from his problems in the base. Sorry. Where was the base? Marshall. Yeah, the worst base in his checking. Here, where everyone stands and does nothing. Yeah, you're playing better. So, as I said, it seems to be a glitch. None of that is true in the real release. Okay? Just pointing out the beta. We don't need to hang out here longer than it needs to be. So that's point about, yeah, never beta. Then, yeah, just 2 more points I added on top, considering the base. Location. In his findings, this Red Talon base up here in absolute nowhere, where basically everything is far away, is the second best base in his findings. Yeah, and this which is way closer, no. And Pterodactyl also is actually second worst base, which is really reachable. And then the price, of course, that's not. Yeah, that's the last point. Point number 8 is never ever taken in consideration, because what was the price? So for free, 500. This was 1,000. This was 1,500, and then this was 2,000. So clearly, just going straight away, yeah, this is the best base, and yeah, it costs 3,500. No, you most likely this video are about actually what is the second before you get to the last base. In my opinion, this is this Pterodactyl park. Why? Let me just turn off the 8 points why his approach, in my opinion, is absolutely no-go. Okay, but if you're wondering, okay, mister, what's the problem then? Because we already acknowledge this base is the best, this is the biggest, this is absolutely huge support. As you can see, 4 large slots. I can fit my farm, I can fit solar array. I never thought I will build such, but here it is. Launch, of course, always, and not updated, even ridiculous in staging area. And Red Talon Watchtower, this is one of my another, just point number 9 in the list. If you're playing lethal is basically everything about threat levels. If you are going beyond and reaching up to 20 plus, which is the 3-minute siege, you're doing, I'd say, everything wrong. It's like, no. This base, what I have built, is basically sustainable like this. I have every single resource coming in. Sorry. I need to launch those 2 actions on cooldown. Then it is 4 food plus. Meds are coming in, ammo is coming in, materials are coming in, fuel is coming in, everything is coming in. There's one allied enclave, so it's all without enclaves. And as you can see, of course, I have not a single Red Talon soldier. I was trying to achieve it to get extra 7th outpost, and none of the outposts are actually maxed out. Every single one of them has already 1 more upgrade. There are 2nd level only. So there's, and yes, look at the risk level. This, yeah, I am cheating with Red Talon Watchtower. That's the only Watchtower that has so much zombie threat reduction. Without it, it's pretty red. It's all the time red. It's danger. It's danger. Simple as that. Remember, Daybreak is available for everyone. you can get those prestige points and purchase the same Red Balloon Watchtower. This is not something out of reach for some. And of course, the dude does not absolutely take in account threat level or Watchtower. And in this case, this tower with lower facility, everything can be seen. Absolute, yeah, just devastating. All the 3 minutes I've been here, I have fighted. Absolute, no problem. If you build your base correctly, if you block your points, if you give your community normal weapons, just normal, don't. I'm not talking about blast rifles or Timberwolves, just good old AK, Kalashnikov. That's far enough. And yeah, I will finish soon, quite quickly, when I explain everything, all the points and everything. You can still go and check the video. Just pay attention what you're listening and what the reasoning he has, because in my opinion, that's just crazy. On top of all of this, I'm saying I have tested and everything, and you're like, yeah, right, you did nothing like that. Let me bring up 4 videos. Which base? Oh yeah, I have the. I don't like it. Anyways, first of all, of course, I was curious, pre-recorded, specifically just as you can see, counter the Cleo supply drop is coming in. I was like, okay, for him, this was the worst base. Let's see how bad it is. And what I'm doing, oh yeah, I'm attracting extra zombies, just swarm of the swarm, and I did it for every base. Why? Just to make it even harder, and to have more dead people, to have more problems. Yes, that was the main goal. And you know what? I will skip forward. The fight is going on. My guys are not equipped with silly 9mm ridiculous anything. This is a lethal game, so everyone has at least Kalashnikov with silencer, which reduces the range anyways, but in lethal you don't want to make a lot of noise. And we can watch all day, all long, how I am, and as you can see, I'm not actively fighting, I'm just, when necessarily, I'm fighting. And the interesting part comes at the end. Of course, not a single death in none of the bases. Absolutely no dead people. None. Zero. Never, ever, never. And I have not, there's no full community as well. I have only 8 people, okay? Let's see. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 injuries and 3 infections. And upon investigating, look at the health missing. 11. Okay. 4 health points missing. Okay, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, this was my dude, basically trying void. Here we have 6 health points missing. It's pretty far from death, okay? And conclusion is simple. What I found is most of the times how it happens is when if zombie kinda tries to attack me, then all the other community just ignores that one particular zombie. It can just one alive zombie run towards me, and everyone's like, I don't see that. It's clearly AI bug. It's simple as that. And that should not be ever taken in account, because in every normal fight and everything, they just absolutely destroy every single one of them. And yeah, did I mention that the Juggernauts are absolutely not a problem. He was counting whenever there was at least 2 Juggernauts. Juggernauts are absolutely no problem. How my dudes get the infection and everything is Pharaohs. Ferals because they run, they jump, they knock down, they give you infection and a little bit health. And as soon as they do that, everyone's like, okay, you go down. And that every single feral is absolutely destroyed in a single second. And as you can see, I'm standing right in the middle after I managed, take a look. This is what happens when in such base comes in Juggernaut. When you are not equipped your community members with a ridiculous 9mm, it's just none of them stands up there, none of them are bugged, and I'm trying as much as I can to attract more and more problematic zombies. Next, I will quickly just go through similar scenario. In his opinion, second worst base, the Pterodactyl Park. I am attracting from all the sides. Look at the map. It's just like I need every single one of the zombies coming in on top of Cleo Siege. That's how I test. And of course, I keep shooting without silencer just because, more zombies, more fun. And yes, we attract. And his findings was this base is too cramped. True. It is small corridors and everything. True. Your guys are swarmed. As you can see, we have 3 ferals. And again, just give proper freaking weapons. None of them can recover from nothing. It's just the rest of is absolutely nothing. I tried as much as I can to attract every single one of the zombies. What we have at the end, this is a conclusion of the, as you can see, drop is 1, 2. So 1, 2, again 3 injuries and 4 infections. Amount of damage received, 4 points, 4 health points, 6. This is my I played every time is Eduardo, 8 health points, and 9 health points. None of that. That's just how you manage to get your community members killed. Is you don't know how to play the game. It's just I have no other explanation. Mismanagement with weapons, mismanagement with blocking approaches, mismanagement with what it's called, base layout. It's just like when you do absolutely everything wrong, you might have your people dead. On top of that, let me just I'll try to find if I had never. I opened the screen of no. So in my opinion, this is the best base. Why? For simple reason. Just quickly I can do the same for not the same. A Red Talon base. In his opinion, best base ever. As you can see, I'm fighting again, attracting every single zombie. Ended up with basically absolutely opposite of his findings, because whenever this base is defended, I open up the screen, there was already 1 infected, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infected, and a lot of injuries, and way more health points missing. Still, not a single death, of course, none, but the base was too small. The zombies coming from all sides, where I attracted every single one of them, as every other base, it was too little space, because the base is literally just one area, and then coming from all sides, it was just impossible to avoid receiving injuries. That was my findings. And then the farmland, as I already opened previously, with stupidly built barracks, so it's and then I attract a lot of zombies. I mean, a lot. Even before the fight starts, I managed to get everyone injured. Everyone, I think, had the problems. Let me see. Clearing out the last zombie. Yes, finally. Let me see the injuries in the best base, where he had no death, no injuries, no nothing. Sounds good. A lot of reds, a lot of injuries, a lot of... They are all the same. The outcome is the same. If you play properly, every single one of the bases are defendable enough. It's just then the question, does it really matter? And the answer is absolutely no. Hell to the no. Let me open up and conclude this video with the final words. It's still the best base, but not for the reasons you can hear in that other video. Why? Because there is plenty of room. You can fully support your community however you build it. It's not depending on specific reasons. Of course, you need to manage, you need to think out. For example, I have a water there and electricity still here to have actually watchtower, which I never ever built, but well, in lethal it kind of needed. And then yeah, it's you can manage this. And second, next, in my opinion, if you don't have enough money, either Fort Marshall, the worst, but there's a lot of pre-built facilities which I didn't like. But this pterodactyl park is absolutely cheap, and there's a lot of small slots. There's one large slot that you can keep in mind, but a lot of small slots. And I moved my 8 people this same community while testing there, and I managed to build 2 what is called hydroponics. The more you get at the farms, the generator to get my electricity, the small generator, the everything, the meds, everything I needed. And I think I lack 1 or 2. Oh yeah, I lack materials because I had no staging area because of the Cleo drop. But anyways, I could manage to squeeze my 8 people right in the pterodactyl park. It's doable. So in my opinion, this is the second best approach because there's little latrine and yeah, beds and storage. There's a lot of empty facilities you can build as you like. This Daybreak, they had only 2 open slots you can choose. Rest of that is pre-built. Here, absolute garbage. The incinerator, the store, the factory, the meditation garden, absolute waste of facilities. So those 2 bases are absolute garbage. And yeah, that's my opinion. That's my approach. That's my explanation. That's my reasoning. I hope the guy, I don't know, I hope he improves and provides better information. I have absolutely no problem handing over State of Decay to, I don't know, information, Russian guy, crown to the new people. Just do your job properly. Provide information with bases, not just quick grab, beta version, something, so to get hype, and then absolutely everything goes down the spiral. Don't do that, please. Alright guys, I hope you learned something today, and we will meet in next video. Hopefully it will be a bit brighter than this one. Cheers.